Hello guys, welcome to our next video. Today we will see something simple but very useful in some cases. You know that every scene in vizartist has this tab Scene Settings. In this tab you have Background option, where you can set background image, and this image can be active or inactive. Our today's job will be how to set this image active or inactive, and we will make all these changes through vizscript. Let's start. For a more clean job I will use different plugin where we will write script which will be relevant only to our today's job for background settings. First of all, let's start with our script. I must register some parameters, so I will start with on init parameters and sub, and first I will create one image parameter image. It will be with name background, label will be background 2, and this parameter will be the place where the user can drag and drop the image which will be set as background of the scene. We can handle the changes of this parameter with onParameterChanged subroutine, but I will use a button for this job and we will register one button, register push button, and the name will be set background. With this button I will apply this image as background of the scene. Next parameter is the label of this button, set background image, and after that ID of the button. Okay, it's good for now. Next I will create onExec action subroutine and will check if button ID is equals to 1, then do some job, and if. And now we will write our logic for setting background. It will be in different subroutine. It will be with name set background image, and it will take one parameter image path as string. This path will come from the user. Okay, and sub, and here in this subroutine we must send a command to the system to change the background of the scene. Let me see, just write system.send command, and as parameter of send command we must pass a string command. First let me see the template of this command. I will use command here and will write the template. First of all, scene star sign hashtag, and here is scene ID. Here we must get the scene ID and write it in this part of the string. After that again star background star image, again star and again image. After that set image star, and after this star we must write image path. Image path is the parameter of our subroutine. We have the image path now. And let we apply this command and customize it for our needs. Just copy and we'll pass it as string. Now it doesn't work because I must use the real scene ID and real image path. I have image path as parameter of my subroutine and will add it. Just delete this part and concatenating with image path. Okay, now other part is scene ID. We can get the scene ID through vizscript. It is easy and I will do it outside of our subroutines. I will define new integer variable dim scene ID as integer, and it will be equals to scene.vizid. Vizid is property from base, and every object in vizscript has the property vizid, and I will use it. Now I can access this variable and we will replace scene ID part with the variable scene ID. Just delete this part, and again I will use concatenation in this way. Just start scene ID and again symbol for concatenating. And this is all. With this command I can set a background for our scene. Now let we use this subroutine. If button ID is 1, then set background image, and here I must pass this image with name background. You know, the image come to us with string path, and for this reason we use get parameter string, and now we have image path. Get parameter string of parameter background. Okay, now copy this script and paste it in our new script plugin. Compile and run, and now I have two parameters: place for background and button for applying. First, let we see what I have in scene settings. Here is a blue background which is inactive. Returning to our new script, and here I have a background. I want to apply this background to my scene. Just drag and drop it in background parameter. Drop, and now I must click the button, click, and when I go to scene settings, you can see that my background is changed. I can't see it in the scene because the background is inactive. Just click on active and now you can see it. I will set to inactive again, and our first job is completed. But next is to see how to set visibility of the background, or how to change this parameter active or inactive through vizscript. Okay, I will register two more buttons. First will be register push button. First button will be activate. Label will be activate background, and ID must be different than our first button. It will be 2. And we'll create one more button for deactivating background, and now we'll go in on exec action and we'll add our checks. Else if button ID is equals to 2, then do something. Else if button ID is equals to 3, then do other job. Here I must change the ID of the third button, 3, and I will write one more subroutine. Let's do it. Sub set visibility of background image, and sub we will see of which parameter I will need. Again, I will need to send command to the system, so just write system send command, and here the command is with other template. Let we see this template. Again, I will use command here. For setting state of the background, we use again scene star sign hashtag, again scene ID, again star sign background star sign image star, and here is active set, and after set you can use 0 or 1. If the number is 0, then the background is inactive. When the number is 1, then the background is active. So this number can be my parameter of the subroutine. Just we'll use it here, state as integer. Okay, let we use this template and write our command. Place here a string and start with replacing. Scene ID, I can copy the logic from here for replacing, like that, with concatenation, and here I must use the number which I can get from here, like parameter. Just delete this one number and we'll add concatenation, and here I will add to the string state. But we have a problem. State is integer, but the command is string. Then I must convert this integer to string. We know how to do that. Just use cstr and pass the parameter state. And that's all. Now copy the name of the subroutine, and when button ID is 2, then set visibility of background image, and here the parameter will be activate background, so the state will be 1. And if button ID is 3, deactivate background, call again this subroutine but with parameter 0. I will call this subroutine and to the first button. Why? Because it is normal when you want to change the background of the scene after that to see the result. So I will copy this row and will add it here too. Okay? Just copy and edit and place new version of script, compile, and now I have 3 buttons. Second is for activating. Just click activate and you can see now my background is visible. When I click to deactivate background, background is invisible. When you go to scene settings, we see that the background is inactive. So it's great. It works perfectly. But let we see one more thing. We must use 1 or 0 as number in this command here. In this part of the string, the number can't be 2, 3, 4, 5 or other number. It can be only 0 or 1. So it's good idea to add one check if state is different than 0 and state is different than 1, then just exit sub. With other words, do nothing. So again copy and paste the code, compile and run, and it works. Again activate background, deactivate background. Great. Our job for today is completed. Thank you for watching and see you next time.